Hey, it's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? We're looking at a green edition, that's because of the cover, of the Samsung Galaxy S4, which has just been announced just less than an hour ago. We were at the event, we got to see all of the great features presented by some representatives at Samsung, a really great presentation, but now we get to see the phone itself. So we're gonna jump in and just take a look at a couple things. Now, we do have a cover on here, but there is the phone in all of its glory. And what we're looking at here is a newly created Samsung Galaxy phone at only 7.9 millimeters thick. It's a very, very thin phone, even with this smart cover, which is one of the accessories that is available for the phone. This is a smart cover called the S-View cover that when you close it, it still shows you some information inside. And of course, when you open it, it opens up and wakes the screen. So we're just taking a look at the phone here. I have to tell you though, when I picked up this phone, I was incredibly surprised at just how light it feels. At 130 grams, this is certainly one of the lightest and most nimble phones that I have ever felt. You get the 5-inch Super AMOLED display this time by Samsung. Super AMOLED is their screen technology. And you have the 1080p resolution display at 441 pixel per inch density. So this is a very, very, very good looking screen indeed. Very vibrant. All of the colors seem to really pop out of the screen. And also what we have here is 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. And also the memory inside, you have 2 gigabytes. 32 or 64 gigabytes of built-in memory with a SD card slot that is available inside as well. And the back cover is also removable, meaning that the battery is also replaceable. So that's great. This has pretty much all the features that we all really pine for when it comes to our smartphones. That being said, however, there are a lot of different features inside of the software. Samsung has really put the emphasis on the features of the phone, which is interesting because we didn't hear anything about the processor, but you will see in the benchmark that we ran later, you will see that it is still a very, very high-performing device. It is really interesting to see that the Samsung Galaxy S4 certainly gets a super high score of 25,900. Now, we've only really seen a few devices break the 20,000 barrier, but this one absolutely blows it away. So at 25,900, we still don't know what processor is running inside of this phone, but hopefully we will know soon, but we at least know just how powerful it is. We were able to do the Geekbench 2 score of 3157, which is a great score for the Samsung Galaxy S4, but this is the interesting part. We're coming down here, and as you can see, we're getting a look at the actual processor. As you can see there, it is a Qualcomm ARM version 7, 4 cores at 1.9 gigahertz. Well, just about 1.9. So while they were not talking about the processor here at the unveiling, it is interesting to see that we have some of that information right here. There are a couple of new features inside of the camera that really make their presence felt. And right now we're looking at the 13 megapixel camera, and as you can see, there's us right there. We're looking at the 2 megapixel camera that is found on the front. But let's kind of peruse through here a little bit and let's take a look at this feature. It's the dual recording feature. It is something that we saw on the LG Optimus G Pro, but the thing with the Samsung Galaxy S4 is that a lot of these features are actually customizable. Like for example, as you can see there, our picture, me and Chris right over there, it is a stamp, and you can change the kind of frame that the front-facing camera makes when you use this particular feature. Also, as you can probably see before, I was able to make it bigger, make it smaller, move it around. So while we're recording, you would be able to see both. And here we go, we're taking a look at a couple of the different modes here. Eraser is a very interesting one that I'm not too sure we'll be able to even test in this super crowded room. But in any case, Eraser is a feature that allows you to take a picture of somebody, like anybody over here, maybe a family photo or whatnot, but if people walk behind the subject in the photo, it will find a way to erase them from the photo because it takes multiple pictures all at once in order to take a picture of the background to erase them, and then you only get the background. There's also the drama shot, which when you take a picture of somebody who's in a lot of motion, it will not only take a bunch of photos in order to do a burst mode and capture every one of them, it'll put multiple versions of the same subject in the same photo. All right, just like with the Note 2, what you'll be seeing is that the functionality where you can hover the pen over the display and it allows you to show certain things is the same thing here. If I were to hover over here, you can see I'm barely even touching the display. We'll go from the side here, and I think I accidentally touched it. Hold on. There you go. So we're going to just hover over there, and you can see that the display comes right up. So the screen itself is so sensitive, or rather, there's a new technology inside of the screen that allows for the registering of close touches, not even full touches. So that's really awesome too. So these are just some of the great features that they added in. There are even a couple features in for S Health is what they call it, which allows you to calorie track and also see, let's say, how much movement you had in one day. There you go. So we haven't really burned anything today, but that's okay. So you get to track everything that you eat, every exercise that you do, in order to make it so that you can get healthier, lose weight, and it's just a great companion for that. So those are just some features of the software that's in here, and that's really what they were focusing on here at the Samsung Galaxy S4 launch event. And let's go to About Device and show you that indeed it is Jelly Bean 4.2. So there you go. So that is the Samsung Galaxy S4, and we are going to be comparing it to a bunch of other phones in the market today, and we're going to be here for you, giving you all the coverage live from the launch event in New York City. This is Joshua Vergard, Android Authority, your source for all things Android.